there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Army!
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Intercepted, and the first drive in for the pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And, man, this isn't the start we talked about, like wanting to start fast. How about this? The defense comes on the field, first possession, gives up points. Baller. Now the offense, it makes a donation to the defense. They're going to find a way to build some momentum here.
Yeah, David, it feels like the quarterback is pressing a little bit, too. He watched the opponent go down the field and score, and he's thinking, I'm going to get it all back right away and get us the momentum back. Makes a bad decision. Now you got the interception, and you've now doubled down on your opponent's momentum. Their own defense here has got to make a stop.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Breaks into the open. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, first and goal. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, This is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the ball dribbles out of bounds, and they'll maintain possession, but that's about the only good news for the offense on that play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Makes the quick grab. At the 40, there he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
And the Black Knights just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Let's go! Let's go! What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Army! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated because right now they have no answers for this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and it's been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. A run for the quarterback. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Snags it over the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Rushes on him. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Now, if that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it, forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. A great catch and run for 6. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Burks. They're working that left side. Turning it on. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? A designed run for the quarterback. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
It's It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. They're dealing with a second and long. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got the quick pass. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Looking to throw for it. Floating away. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Black Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Back to pass on second down. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this third down. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth down. He's got it. First down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Field goal is good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He's got great speed. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Markham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And here comes the offense on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looking for a push on fourth down. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far. Fires
to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on.
Touchdown, Army! And the stomping has commenced. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. Grab near the marker, it's Sawyer. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical, and he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Fires to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Snagged out of the air. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 4th down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field.
Get off the field. Here we go.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He rifles one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds his man.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Caught near the sideline. It's Sawyer. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Still looking on the move. Quick pass and catch, good enough for the first down. Didn't need a lot, but they got enough. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. He's got the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Trying to get it to the marker. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Scanning the field, it's Burks. Using the quick game. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Working the middle. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats.